I want to talk to you about impossible matches inside of Pokemon Unite. They are real, they are frustrating, and you want to do everything you can to get a win, but sometimes these games are straight up impossible. At least it seems that way. Today's sponsor is the amazing, incredible, edible Ridge Wallet. One of those things is not true. I'll let you figure out which one it is. This is the best time to buy a Ridge Wallet. Not only because I'm telling you, but between me and you, I think that should be enough, but because they have a huge sweepstakes going on. You have a chance to win a brand new upgraded Hennessy Ford Bronco or $75,000 cash if you prefer cash. Between me and you, I'd take the car, then I'd race the car and earn more money. Hold on. Hello? I can't tell them to race the car? Okay, don't race the car. I'm sure you know by now the Ridge Wallet is incredible, but what happens if you're a silly goose and you lose your Ridge Wallet? Well, let me introduce you to... What you are looking at right here is not only a $20 bill, which I agree is pretty impressive, but also the beautiful AirTag money clip. Imagine you're the kind of guy who throws their wallet into the air and constantly loses it. I actually dropped it, and now you need to find it. With an AirTag and the AirTag money clip, you could simply use the Find My network to find your wallet. And then I would be able to figure out where my wallet is. Oh, here it is. I threw it in the air again. So head on over to ridge.com/spragels. That's ridge.com/spragels, me, and use the promo code spragels at checkout for an additional 10% off and 10 bonus entries to the sweepstakes. You get 1 bonus entry for every dollar you spend on the site, and custom Hennessy products come with up to 1,000 bonus entries. That's over 100 bonus entries. It's actually a lot more. It's like almost 10 times more. Might be exactly 10 times more. Ridge.com/spragels. Love you, Ridge. Thank you. A little earlier, I was thinking, okay, I'll play a few Zacian games. I want to check out some of the new buffs, or I guess the bug fix that is essentially a massive buff for this Pokemon. More on that another time. But I got paired with just the most impossible game that Pokemon Unite could throw at you. And this is kind of what a lot of people have been talking about this season, where your MMR, your matchmaking rating, where they are placing you inside this game, and the sort of games they're putting you into are just bananas. So on my team, you can't really see it here because of my camera, but we have a Wigglytuff running a Shell Bell and some other interesting choices. We have a Cinderace deciding to play lane. Okay, and we have an Espeon with a Muscle Band, Attack Weight, Razor Claw in the central area with a potion. This is a trio, by the way. These 3 people have gotten together and they are playing games together, and this is what they are bringing into matches. Sometimes you'll hear like the term trio diff, and this is what they're talking about right here. Let me show you my opposing trio. My opposing trio is Blaziken, Mewtwo Y, because I said so, and Delphox. And then there are 2 other players have picked Urshifu and Lapras. If you look at these 2 teams, you can see the disappointment on my face in this still as I'm looking at this matchup. This is already, just from a meta perspective, we are so absolutely done in this match. It's not even funny. Now let me show you something else that's interesting. First off, the match went exactly how you would expect it. We lost every single fight. We lost every single goal. We lost every single moment of the match. We had our Delphox only do 20,000 damage. I barely got close to 50,000 damage. I was the only one on my team. And of course, their Mewtwo did almost 100,000 damage. It was just an absolute disaster from top to bottom. And here's the other part of it that's even, I don't know if it's more frustrating, but it's just more of an example of how this is truly essentially impossible. So let's just take a look at our match right here. Our trio is a Master Rank, an Ultra 1, and an Ultra 3. Their trio are 3 Master Rank players. Doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it's not an exciting start for our squad, that's for sure. And I want to make this clear, this is not about these players, it's about the game that I was presented with. I have nothing against these players, they're playing this game the way they want to, and they're getting expected results. One of our players only has 391 games in total with 53% win rate. Another one has a decent amount of games, 1,700 almost games, with a 50% win rate. And our third player has 1,351 games with a 53% win rate. So between all of us, let's see. My trio combined has 3,431 games together, and one of them clearly is fairly new. An enemy on the opposing team has 6,182 games to their name and a 60% win rate. That is an extremely good win rate. They are paired with a player who has 6,467 games at a 50% win rate, and a player who has 5,111 games at a 58% win rate. My enemy trio has played 17,760 games compared to my trio, who's played just over 3,000. In fact, one player on their enemy team has more game wins than the entirety of games played on my trio. One player on their team has won more games than my team has even played. So what is the point I'm making with all of this? The point I'm making is, yes, some of these games are darn near impossible to win. We would have to have the luckiest moment. They would have to have the worst game that they've been playing all day. We'd have to get some miracle things to happen. And in general, some games are darn near impossible to win. I still think you should try your best. I tried the entire way through to find some way to get my team to win, but I wouldn't be too hard on yourself when you run into these scenarios sometimes. There's definitely a lot you can learn from a losing situation. You can learn how to play from behind, and some of these matches you can pull out a victory. But this is what people are talking about when they are thrown into situations that are just so unbelievably difficult because of how some games are matched up. And to be fair, this is a wildly unfair game. Not many games are matched up this poorly, but I know there's just been so much talk about MMR this season and so many players starting and having a negative win rate, like top players in EU, Toon Slim and Bruv and Chris Heroes and stuff like that. They've all been paired with situations that are extremely difficult to fight back from. It does happen inside of games, and I think knowing that it happens, knowing that sometimes you are going to be the team with no luck at all, and to be fair, sometimes you're going to be a team with quite a bit of luck. Just take that into consideration when you're playing your games sometimes. Some matches are just brutally hard. Do the best thing you can for your team. Try to support your squad, and if you can't win that one, you can't win that one. In general, some of these games truly are impossible. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Yeehaw to you and yours. And let's kind of chill with the whole Lane, Cinderace, Espeon with an attack weight thing. All right. I love you. Nerf Mewtwo.